Here we are. Into the day we go. Here, got some mushrooms on here. Cheeseburger, of course, not fake meat. Real meat. I don't want tofu or something weird. I want real meat, and that's what this is. There's mushrooms on there, and I didn't hold back on the salt. I put tons of salt. I'm not sure why people would say that salt is bad for you, because it isn't. It tastes pretty damn good. So don't skimp on the salt, because it is good for you and it tastes good. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I've got some Swiss cheese on here and mushrooms from Burger Works, whatever that means, but that's what the name of the restaurant is Burger Works, WORX. Don't know exactly what that means, but food's good, so I go back. So would I recommend it? So would I recommend it? I'd say probably yes. Unless you like McDonald's. So definitely, with beyond a shadow of a doubt, I'd recommend it. French fries loaded with salt. Definitely. I would recommend those as well. I don't exactly know why they're still trucking tourists into this area, but they brought a whole busload of tourists into this area. All of them like 80 years old or older, or so it seems. Don't know why, There's not a lot open here. But yet they're still busing the senior citizens into this place. Life's too short to not enjoy yourself. So I'd say enjoy yourself. And it warmed up. Surprisingly, that death-like cold air that we've had the last few days has disappeared a little bit, or mostly, and it actually feels warm outside today, surprisingly. I never thought it would feel warm again. Somehow, in some way, yeah, it warmed up again. Finally, we don't need that death-like cold air. We need this warmth. We have it. We understand here. I get into these old elevators that I like in the Grove Arcade. They have a certain quality to them, these old elevators. Make sure there's no tourists lurking around the corners here. I can just come out and do my thing here and do all right. Well, this is the Grove Arcade. I always liked this old architecture. Me and a girl named Irene have been doing a lot of photography in Asheville, and we did hit this place a couple of times, mainly because it's warm, the lighting is good. Yeah, the lighting is good. It is warm. So on cold days, this place is definitely a studio. They used to have tables up here where people could sit. Tables are gone. Don't know why, but it is like a good cafe kind of thing here if they bring the tables back. But yeah, we did a lot of photography here, me and Irene, and probably will do more photography again in this place. Lighting is good. It's warm. What can you say, right? Good architecture. I'd like to see more of this building, but they won't let you onto the third floor. That's totally out. The third floor is apartments, as far as I know, and they will not let you go up there. So, unless you are a resident. Yeah, used to be some tables, like I say, but they just seem to have disappeared. They can be strange here, there's no doubt. They have a security guard that walks around and rattles doorknobs and stuff. And sometimes that security guard really doesn't have anything else better to do, so they'll just harass people that sit for too long. Sitting for too long means 2 hours, I guess. I don't want you to sit longer than 2 hours. Sometimes I just get some coffee or drinks and I just sit down in this place and meditate on music while I'm drinking my coffees and lattes and things, and then forget that even 2 hours has gone by. But yeah, that's the third floor, the mythical third floor that you cannot get access to unless you have like an office up there or are a resident. Otherwise, you are just limited to the second floor. The only thing I never liked was that ugly light fixture up there. I don't understand if that was the original part of the architecture or not, but it doesn't look like it is. It just has a weird look to it. Maybe it's part of the original architecture, I don't know. If I can get the video in without getting any tourists in it, then we are good. First time I was in this place was probably 7 years ago, in December of 2017. We get away from the tourists as much as possible. These windows right here never made a lot of sense. I'm just wondering why they're actually here. There's actually a lock on that window. It doesn't make any sense unless this bordered onto the outdoors at one time. Maybe this whole area was opened out there. I don't know. But But there they are, the windows. Weird. With a lock. What I'm thinking is maybe this whole area was opened to the air, to the elements at one time. Maybe these doors weren't here because they certainly look like they might have been added on later. So maybe that's why those windows are there. Maybe this whole area was open. I don't know. What did you get? Yeah. I think some people look down on the photography I do. I don't think they totally 100% appreciate it. But I've kind of made my mark in the Asheville area, even though I may not get the respect I deserve from other photographers, but that's their problem and it has nothing, whatsoever to do with mine. Nothing what to do with me. Nothing whatsoever to do with me. I have put out some really good photography over the past 7 years. Not all of it's going to be good, obviously, but quite a lot of the photography was actually good, though. It's more of a performance art kind of thing. Something. Maybe there's no classification whatsoever for the photography I do. You can look at it any way you like, I suppose. Still don't know exactly what these things are, but they've knitted a bunch of stuff. Someone has, and then they've fixed them on top of these posts. They missed a few. They're interesting, but I don't really know what the point of it is. But yeah, it's a far cry from what it was yesterday when it was so frigid cold out here and miserable. Today is much warmer than it was yesterday. Shit. We don't need this frigid cold weather for nothing. It's been warm most of the year. I get it. We definitely don't need this frigid cold weather. We need some definitely warmth. We definitely need some warmth for an extended period of time. So just hope, that it just warms up and stays warm. Today it's probably hitting 50, give or take. So that's pretty decent. I always like this Wall Street. It's always been interesting. I don't know. This ugly parking building never really looked all that good, but Wall Street is good. Wall Street. There's like just pine trees here and everything. It's great. Me and Irene were here back in September doing some photography here on Wall Street. These yellow leaves, these bricks. Love these old buildings. Yeah, Wall Street. It is what it is. But what is like, still don't know what this is. People took the time to knit those things and put them up here. And there they are. are wired right onto these things. I don't know. It's so strange. They needed something to cover the iron sculpture here. I don't know. Like I say, I don't really know. It just is what it is. Yeah, someone took the time to knit all this. Probably took a lot of work. Took a lot of time, a lot of work to knit all that for that iron sculpture. But, maybe they had their reasons, right? I suppose. This is where it's at. This is like the oatmeal chai right here, and this is where it's at. Don't bother with lattes. Get this right here. This, I think, is oatmeal chai or oatmeal gingerbread chai, but whatever. Don't get the lattes. Get the iced gingerbread chai or the iced oatmeal chai at Starbucks. Essentially, this is where it's at right here. Had 2 lattes yesterday, and they just weren't that good. But this iced chai is where it's at. Iced chai. It's either like gingerbread, oatmeal, whatever. Iced chai is where it's at. This one I'd recommend. This is one I would recommend. Definitely. But essentially, this is good. This oatmeal chai. Don't get the lattes. Can't emphasize that point enough. Just don't get the lattes. Unless you really like lattes. I don't. Go for this chai stuff. It's the best. Iced oatmeal chai. It's good for you. I mean, it is good. Oh. So that's your Christmas display, I guess. It's supposed to impress you, I guess. Big bulb. Yeah, this provides the heat that we actually need. It's been cold for the last few days or more. And this heat right here from this fire actually provides the heat that we need. This is how it should feel. Stand here and it's like, yeah, it's good. It's good. Christmas trees. In case you're interested in large Christmas trees, this mall here has got them. These fire pits here are the best. These fire pits are the best. They give you the heat you need to live and survive here. Seriously though, it revives you. Hands feel good, face feels good. This heat is where it's at. Stand here all day. Hands have been so cold.